UTSA quarterback Frank Harris named again today as the Earl Campbell Tyler Rose Award winner, but he has chalked up a lot of different awards over his career down in San Antonio. Frank, is it hard to imagine, because you've always had those options, and now your next option is the next level, but is it hard to imagine whether it's this week, a possible conference championship game, a bowl game, that it's actually getting close to the end, and you try not to think about that?
Yeah, I try to think about that, honestly. I try to just live in the moment and take it one day at a time. And the first thing up is playing Friday versus a very great opponent in Tulane. So that's all my focus is right now, and I'm very excited for it. Do you and all the others in the American Conference, among other conferences, is it almost a group of five against the world mentality? Actually, it is. Especially at the Manning camp, all the G5 quarterbacks, we got real close during that time, and we all stay in contact. So it's just pretty special knowing that, you have brothers out there that support one another in a group of five like we do. You have been honored by the Earl Campbell Tyler Rose Award committee many times. You've been a finalist as well. What does it mean to be yet another weekly winner here after what you did against USF? It just means a lot, but I give credit to, God and my teammates. My teammates have a big part in that. I get all the glory, but they definitely deserve some of the credit as well. It wouldn't happen without them. And, that was behind us. I'm kind of moving on from that and get ready for Friday. So Tulane's obviously very good. We know last year they had the great run and then, of course, beat USC in the Cotton Bowl. What about them that makes it difficult for you as a quarterback that you have to be careful and also watch for? This is a great team all around. They're great defensively. They do a lot defensively. They're one of the best in third down. They're great, rush defense. I think they're second in the country. They just have athletes all over the field. They cause havoc. It'll be a great test for us offensively, and I think we're excited for it. All right, so can you describe the fan base for us yet again in San Antonio? The crowd was unbelievable, electric on Friday night. I know you're moving into this week, and that game's in New Orleans, but just who the UTSA fans have been, the Roadrunner fans have been for you in the program. It just means a lot, getting a lot of support from San Antonio. We have diehard fans here. They love UTSA and they love the Spurs. They're diehards. They go all out for us. We definitely appreciate the support. I would not be surprised if there's a lot of fans out there on Friday to watch us play against Tulane. We just appreciate it, and we wouldn't be here without them. Speaking of the Spurs, have you met Wemby yet? I get that question all the time. I have not met Wemby yet. But I'm sure I'll probably meet him in the near future. Yeah, two young legends in San Antonio, Frank Harris and, of course, Wemby, the star number one overall pick of San Antonio, and Greg Popovich. I asked you about the fan bases. Jeff Traylor, I've known Jeff since he was a high school coach many years ago, what he's done there, what he's built there, the program you guys play so hard. What are the one or two things that maybe he has helped you with the most as you've progressed throughout your time at UTSA? I just think he helped me just look at some of my strengths and my weaknesses. He always says, your greatest strength is your greatest weakness. And for me, that's me being a perfectionist and, just dealing with mistakes and knowing that it's okay for me to have a mistake and move on from it and not dwell on it as much. That's something that I've definitely matured and kind of worked on, and he helped me out with that a lot. So I just give credit for him for allowing me to do that, and helped me along the way of that. There's been distractions because of the how successful UTSA has been. He seems to have handled that very well, and I know him. He's not going to break under all of the scrutiny of what might be happening. How, as a team, have you watched how he's handled the distractions about his future? Honestly, if you were to come in, you wouldn't even tell a difference. Like he always says, we keep winning, we're gonna always get stuff like that. It's just the nature of football. We've got a lot of coaches that have left for better opportunities, who are at UTSA going to bigger programs. So it's just the nature of the beast. We keep winning, that's what's gonna happen. But he does a great job of just handling it, not let it be a distraction. And we're not really worried about it. We just go out there and keep playing football, and he's not letting it become a distraction either. I watched the entire game Friday, and this is a setup the rest of the year too, but I watched that entire game from kickoff to end. And the way that you
throw the ball. You have the deep fade. You have the one you can throw across the field. But the touch you have and the way you go about holding the ball and being able to release it at any time, has that always been the case throughout your career, or is that something you learned nuances along the way?
I don't honestly just think that's just my style of play. I kind of have an unorthodox style of play. I'm not your typical, sit in the pocket, take a three-step drop, fundamental guy. I just think Coach allows me to just go out there and play freely. So I think that's just something that God's blessed me with, and Coach just allows me to go out there and display that. And he hasn't tried to change my style of play. So I definitely appreciate him for doing that.
You can throw it from all the different angles, even sometimes not even just sidearm, but it seemed like even underhand. But others around you have to make plays. The offensive line has to give you protection. Just embracing everything around you at UTSA, what has it meant to you?
Yeah, it just means a lot. Being with my teammates for so long and getting new guys come in and bind into the culture and just seeing the program from how it was to where it is now just means a lot. And just to know that I was part of that whole growing process, when we were losing all these games to winning a lot of games, to win a conference championship for the first time in program history, all those things I was a part of. So it just means a lot. And you just cherish it a little bit more.
Frank, this has not been an easy year. And your career has been through ups and downs and injuries or things you've had to deal with, and you've been so resilient. Where does that come back? Where is that resiliency? Where was that built into your blood?
I just think that's how I was raised. I'm the youngest of four, and my parents always taught us, never give up. And always, stuff that you enjoy is not going to be easy. So never take the easy way out of whatever it is. So, I could have given up plenty of times battling through all these injuries. But how you battle with adversity makes you the person that you are. And that's something that stuck with me, as a kid growing up. My parents always instilled in us. So I wouldn't be the person I am today if I was to quit playing football because of all the injuries that I went through. And I wouldn't change it for a thing because, like I said, it makes me who I am.
Frank Harris, quarterback at UTSA, with us on 365 Sports. He's joined us on a handful of occasions over his incredible career. What is more difficult to deal with, a loss or not playing in a game?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Selfishly, I'll probably say not playing in a game because I would love to be out there with my teammates at all times. But a loss, I probably would say that probably weighs a lot on me, just knowing that something I could have done probably to prevent that loss. No matter what it is, something I could have done better for us not to lose. So I'll probably say a loss because I was a part of it, and I know I could have changed the outcome in some sort of fashion.
All right. We've discussed football. We've discussed your resiliency and how you fought back. Do you think this team, and you've had some satisfying years, no doubt about it, individually and as a team, and a lot of times together, would this be one of the more satisfying, enjoyable years because of the adversity early in the year in September for you and also the team, if you guys can run the table?
Yeah, if we were to do that, that just mean a lot. Especially this is my last season, and all the injuries that I had this spring ball, not being able to do spring, to coming in and losing all the games at the beginning of the season, to get to where we are now. If that were to happen, that would definitely mean a lot for not just me, but for the program and for the team as a whole. And, we're taking it one day at a time, and it all starts on Friday.
What was Jeff Traylor's message when things were rough in September?
He just kept telling us to stick with it, that we'll be fine. And not everybody stop pointing fingers. Stay as one whole, believing in one another, keep believing in the culture, and everything will play out like it has been. So he called it out even when times were rough, and he always had faith. And as a leader, seeing him have faith like that, we all have faith as well. So just credit for him for never showing that he was changing up on us.
Could you imagine ever playing for anyone else as a college football coach?
Being with him for so long and seeing the type of person that he is and a coach that he is, I would want to play for anybody else. And I try to tell all the guys in the recruitment process that he is definitely special. He's different. He actually cares about you as a person, and trust me, I would not want to be anywhere else without him.
All right, it's the last question for you. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the Earl Campbell Award, but it's Thanksgiving week. You have a game the day after. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for everything. My family, of course, my teammates, coaching staff. We're just playing a game that we love. It is just a game, but we're blessed to go out there and do it. And there's no better way to do that, day after Thanksgiving. So we're just blessed to be out there doing what we love, playing against a great opponent. And a lot of things we're thankful for. And football is one of those things.
I call you the left-handed magician. Frank Harris, UTSA quarterback with us. Earl Campbell Tyler Rose Award winner this week. And this is 365 Sports.